3 years.
He manipulated her for 3
3
years.
years.
Sorry, not dated.
Like 3 years.
He manipulated her for 3 years.
3 good years, guy. Even her mom told her, when you don't give a person what they need, of course, they will get it from somewhere else. About 9 months into their relationship, we realized we had mutual feelings, and Rob manipulated me into thinking we were soulmates. And she already settled for less by being with me because I won't marry her or live with her, and that made me angry.
Today's stories are full of people claiming they are victims, people overdoing friendships, and who possibly some other weird things that we should all be expecting from our episodes by now. You should be expecting a lot of weird things from our episodes and stories we read. But I'm not reading today. You can see me, I'm chillaxing. I got my legs crossed. I'm just,
Serious.
casual.
You can see how dramatic she is.
I want to allow people to read because
Okay.
I've tried my best.
Obviously. Okay, so yeah, now to the serious person. Today's first story. Okay, let me begin. How do I, 34 male, get my wife, 33 female, to take some accountability in our marriage? I just want to say I love my wife more than life. She's my heart, my dearest, my angel, but she's not taking any accountability for our marriage and the position we are in. Even my mom is fed up. Essentially, ever since we had our daughter, she's been neglecting my needs. She says she's busy with our daughter, like I am not busy as well. But I will take time and make time to give her what she needs. Over time, I started confiding in a woman who we are both regulars at this bar, and we bonded because we were both experiencing the same thing. Her husband had poor time management, just like my wife. So when they had a child, he didn't know how to be a parent while also giving her what she needs. Things escalated and we started an affair, giving us the emotional and physical support we were both missing. My wife found out and was devastated. She wants reconciliation, but she's blaming me for everything. Even her mom told her, when you don't give a person what they need, of course, they will get it from somewhere else. Not excusing my bad behavior, and I feel really bad. But her mom tells me all the time that I did what any man or any woman would do. Unfortunately, my wife takes no accountability at all. It's creating a rift between her mom and her. She wants reconciliation, and I do too. But I don't know how we will get there when there is zero accountability on our end. I am just over it. I tried, I fought for the marriage, but I don't know if I can keep fighting.
This is the victim mentality that we're talking about. A victim, he's now making himself
How is
look
it
like
turning it on around to make it look like it's the woman's
he's
fault?
turning around because
Calling it accountability.
So it's my fault that you cheated. You know, I actually, when I saw this story, I actually did some research and I saw that the child is actually 6 weeks old.
6 weeks.
And he's feeling like he needs more attention from her.
6 weeks old and he's already cheating. He's saying it like it's been 6 months and she's not giving him.
The question now is, he's a regular now at a bar.
At a bar. What are you doing at a bar?
What is he doing at home to help the wife, to contribute to the wife's, to assist her with child, with chores and everything? What is he doing to assist that he's turning to a regular in a bar? And then her mother now is not telling her she'll do. Please, would you do exactly what this man did? Because it's
some African mothers actually, they don't know better and they keep projecting these things on their daughters.
Any man in that situation, a man or woman in that situation will do the same.
That means you don't even love her in the first place, because love should be unconditional.
What's accountability?
If you love her and then there are things that can easily make you cheat on her, that means you don't really love her now. You're only loving her because she's doing certain things.
The thing that's busting my head is the fact that he wants her to take accountability.
Accountability for what? Somebody that gave birth 6 weeks ago should take accountability for not meeting your needs. You're such a selfish person.
He said he's meeting her own needs.
What needs are you meeting?
Maybe the needs he wants now is the...
Yes, yeah. Maybe you want to have intercourse with your wife and she's saying she doesn't want, because obviously she's not just tired, her body also needs to heal. And she's most likely exhausted and still traumatized from the whole
and she's still taking
labor
care of
thing.
the child while you are going to
You're very
bar,
selfish and you're a
a bar to
gaslighter for
drink.
making this whole thing about you and seeking her
He
to
has
take
tried to build up the
accountability.
marriage. When the woman, this woman is genuinely an angel because she still wants to work on the
Work
relationship.
exactly.
And
She's
now you
not
are saying
divorcing.
he's not saying he's the one that fought for the marriage. How did you fight for the marriage when it's the woman dies? You,
Shots of what?
in fact, it's
This is so
crazy. It's
sad.
crazy.
So sad.
You are definitely an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, there's no two ways about it because you messed up. After messing up, you're trying to turn it around and act like the
Around and
victim
blame
because you were
your
neglected by your wife
yes.
after she gave birth. She's the reason why you cheated.
Well, maybe we also need to hear from the wife's perspective. Let's hear what she has to
There's
say.
nothing.
But
The
in the
man has reported
meantime,
himself.
exactly, you're a manipulator and you're a gaslighter.
And a terrible human being, actually. A bad role model for your daughter
For
as
your
well, or your
daughter,
child.
really, because imagine, can you let your daughter marry a man like you?
Ugh.
Be honest.
If the answer is no, they know you're a bad person. And
Right?
leave that woman.
Leave her alone. So the next question says, I, 26 female, was manipulated into having an affair with my sister's 24 female boyfriend. How much space should I give my sister?
They're manipulating
4
you
years.
they're manipulating you to have an affair.
As it is, it's still not clear, but let's go on. 4 years ago, my sister Lisa started dating this guy. We will call him Rob. When I met Rob, we both hit off immediately and became friends. About 9 months into their relationship, we realized we had mutual feelings, and Rob manipulated me into thinking we were soulmates. I didn't want to hurt my sister, but Rob said we would do this in a way that hurts my sister the least.
How?
We were going to have to tell her, but be very delicate about the situation. Throughout the course of our relationship, he made every excuse possible not to tell her. This goes by for the next 3 years, and I then found out they plan on moving in together. At that point, I realized he was a liar and manipulator. I broke things off with him, and I didn't want my sister to be with someone like that. So I told her everything and texted her all the proof. I texted her everything that happened. She didn't reply and I was blocked on everything, and she apparently broke up with Rob and blocked him on everything as well. I want my sister to understand we were both victims, but not sure how much time to give her before I try reaching out again.
If you were the sister,
You didn't
if you were
you did it for 3 years.
You manipulated her for 3
3
years.
years.
So not dated.
Like 3 years.
You manipulated her for 3 years.
3 good years, guy.
Manipulated
You were
her.
not manipulated. You remained in that relationship intentionally.
Any man that is willing to cheat on his wife,
exactly
on his girlfriend with
for
his
you,
sister, as long as you know that he's cheating on your sister with you, he's not.
And you waited too long
all.
to even start saying he's making excuses not to.
3
He made excuses
years.
for 3 years, and you kept
Why
quiet.
couldn't she talk to him?
You are deceiving yourself. Really.
Why
You are just trying to tell yourself
like
the
victim.
lie that you too you don't believe. You knew he was never going to do it. You knew what you were doing was wrong, but you decided to remain in your sin and enjoy.
Enjoying the
You were enjoying the
he's gonna
sin,
leave my sister,
right?
And
He's going to leave my sister for me. It's your younger sister. I really enjoyed how your sister handled it. She blocked you and blocked him because the both of you are devils. 3 years, like 3 years. A comment said throughout the course of our relationship, we made everything possible not to tell her, and you couldn't have told her because, like, why can't you tell her by yourself? Why were you waiting for him? Like I said,
she does not want to be the one to break the bad news.
You are trying to tell yourself a lie that you yourself do not believe. Save us.
You met your sister's boyfriend and you were in love with him. There's no how they want to manipulate.
She said immediately they had a connection.
There's no how a man will manipulate you to say we are soulmates
without you
actually feelings in your heart.
And you didn't confirm if he has completely broken up with your sister. And even then,
he did not break up with his sister.
She still agreed.
She knew.
If it was a case of him lying to have broken up with your sister I will expect you to be mature enough to give it time and then go to your sister personally to ask her, okay,
It
this
is out
guy
of anger
asked
she
me.
actually sent that proof. It's not because she
Yes,
wanted
it's
to
not
do the
because you
sister
wanted the
any
best for
good.
your sister.
Exactly.
So
It's out
stop
of
trying to
anger.
say I didn't want my sister to be with that kind of a person.
You
You
are
just did
a
it. Yes,
terrible
a very
sister,
terrible
and
person.
it's fine. In fact, you don't need to be the one to reach out to your sister, because if I was your sister, I would never want to talk to you, no matter how you
Actually,
reach out.
there's nothing you
So
can
her
say.
feelings are
3 whole
valid.
years, like 3 whole years, and from what I'm seeing, it feels like you guys were in a sexual relationship.
Yes,
So
now. What is she doing?
you're doing
They
things
want to
with.
they want to lie to you that you are soulmates without anything
As
that is sweet for you to
so you mean you were? I don't get.
they were down. And it was sweet.
But the Lord forgive you your sins.
But your sister will not forgive you your sins.
Actually,
So that's fine. But
let's go to the next question, please. That person, you need cane. So the next one says, me 34 male and my girlfriend 28 female of 7 years left me over a Facebook post. Let's see what it's about.
yeah.
My main question is if this is even worth fixing. She has always asked me to show her off and how she would like it if I just posted her one time on my Facebook. So people know I am taken, but everyone close to us in our lives already knows. I think she's being childish and maybe it's her age and she's consumed by
She's
social
28.
media.
She's 28. She's not immature.
She
She's not
said it
young.
like it's older than how we are 15, 20
And
years.
one time she's asking for, please carry on.
After my co-host is angry today. After 7 years of being together, she said I never do the little things for her that she asks for to make her happy. But I feel like I do a lot of things for her. I feed her when she's hungry. I open the door for her. I take her grocery shopping. She said she already settles for less by being with me because I won't marry her or live with her, and that made me angry, like she doesn't see the things I do for her. She said she's tired of asking me for the same things, and she says it's not about a Facebook post, but she gave me 24 hours to post a picture of her on my Facebook or she's done. I didn't do it because I was sick and had a bad cold, and I feel she wasn't sympathetic towards my reasons for not being able to post her, and she didn't even care that I was sick. She broke up with me and blocked me off everything over Facebook posts. I want her back and I miss her, but she called me names for the first time and being very disrespectful, and all of this is over just doesn't seem, and the fact that all of this is over just doesn't seem like she cares about the relationship if she's willing to live over something so small.
Let me point out
What's your
something.
advice?
Let me point out something. She said he's not willing to marry her or move in with her. And 7 years, which means they've been dating since she was 21. And he still does not want to marry her or move in with her. Right? For 7 years.
All of these things, the reason why she's insisting on the Facebook post, like she have dropped snippets, little actions.
No, she
that
said it's not even
her.
about the Facebook post. Because the Facebook post this is the first time he would ever post about her.
Yes, and then she's
it's not about the Facebook post. I'm asking you for this. Just convince me that you are still with me and you're going to spend the because he's not convincing her with marriage.
Exactly.
Or convincing her with moving in
so
together.
she's like, just do this. Let me be sure that you
we are
truly
actually
love
together.
Me
Yes, we have plans. We have a future together. So it's really not about Facebook. In fact, she would have insulted him more than she insulted him because he did not address the fact that he did not want to move in with her or marry her. He said, "Oh, she's not seeing all the things I do for her. When she's hungry, I feed her. I follow her for grocery shopping.
You're opening door for her. Hey,
you know she can hire.
You are doing
hire
the
driver.
bare minimum.
In fact,
and you feel like you're doing enough. Because what will you be doing with a lady from age 21 to 28, and there's no promise of marriage or anything serious, and you're saying because of her age? Of course it's because of her age.
Like, of course.
Of course, because she's 28, guy. That's really unfair.
Spending a lifetime with this
With
guy,
you,
almost a
7
decade,
years.
almost a
7 years
decade,
enough to build a company to start running and earning
and
profits.
still nothing from your end, no promise, no marriage,
And
nothing.
you just want
I
Facebook
think
post, and all of a sudden you're now sick, too sick to make
all of
a
a
post.
sudden sickness came out from somewhere.
Too sick to make a post, Facebook post, that even if it's just emoji,
Even if you're like,
and you just,
even if you're like,
love of my life,
your hand can see vibrate and
if she means a lot to you, actually, because all of these reasons you are giving is still not worth it,
and
that she did not sympathize with you. I'm sure she has gotten to a point where she feels like you're giving excuses. That's why she doesn't even want to sympathize. She's like, I don't care if you fell down from the plane, just do the post.
And
let me be sure.
I think people were commenting that they were like, after 7 years and you still don't get married, you saw that the reason why she's complaining is because you don't want to marry, you don't want to move in. And his response was that, his mom said she's forcing him to do something. Marriage is something that you have to do willingly. And the person says 7 years and you still don't want to marry. And what do you think is the age limit in a relationship before you get married? I've heard that
say 6 months.
Once you pass 5 years and somebody that you have been with for 5 years does not propose to you, just know.
I think I will only agree for it to be that long if you guys met when you are very young. But you can't meet a lady that is 25 years and expect she'll date you for 5 years. You can't meet a lady that is 28 and expect her to date you for 5 years.
But there are people like that still.
No, if it happens, right, we know that we are both not ready for marriage, so we are just waiting through the time.
Yeah.
But don't meet someone who is ready for marriage and expect the person will wait for you for that long. 5 years is like a lifetime.
2 years, 2 years, 3 years max. Let's say 3 years max.
I don't even feel that there should be a timeline in the years. I feel like just meet someone who is willing to wait as long as you are willing to wait to build. Yes, don't go and meet someone that wants to get married after 1 year and keep the person to wait for you for 7 years.
Even once, I just feel like there's a timeline. If it passes 5 years, just know there's nothing coming out of that relationship. Because you can go, the person can keep you for 10 years now. And then I watched a video where I saw the guy, he was also giving his speech, the groom was also giving speech, and like, I look very fine today. Well, you look alright. The wife was telling her, you look alright. And he was complimenting himself, and now told the guys, thank you for coming, I love you. Did not address it. Even when the wife wanted, like, she did, like, she wanted to touch the mic, and he shifted his hand, and I'm like, they can't hear you. Before he now brought it, so that one is just,
they're already signing up for doom already now.
It's an example of, let me just marry her because she has been complaining. You want the ring, no wahala, take the ring.
So for that dating timeline, if I'm in school 100 level and I met a person that I love and I really want to do something with, I don't mind waiting until we are graduating. Obviously, we are in school. That's what that season is for.
Yeah.
I will serve, yes, get a job, build, and then eventually, because it's from secondary school, from university, there's a very long time frame. That's 7 years. But I'm a graduate. I have a job. I'm building my life already. You meet me, and you want me to wait that long before you are sure. You don't. It's not clarity you need, though. What you just don't need. You just need someone to keep you company,
so
and that's what friends are for.
You're saying that you cannot, because you have to still kind of like examine the person and wait for a long time.
See, if you
so you're saying you're not going to stay 2 years.
If you meet someone that is good, you can know anything you want to know in 6 months. Anything you don't know after 6 months, so or being intentional.
If you carry man now, 6 months, you give him timeline. 6 months.
No, I'm not going to give him a timeline. Yeah, but we'll have a conversation. What's the plan?
Yeah.
You're asking me out. What is your plan? How long do you want to date? What's your plan for marriage? Because I'm not dating. I won't date someone I do not see as a potential husband. I'll first of all see you as a potential husband before we even agree to date you. So what's the plan? Okay, my plan is to do this. I look forward to getting married. If it doesn't work, at least we had a plan, but it did not work.
Yeah.
But let's have a plan from the beginning. Not that we just start, let's see how it goes. A 28 years lady is doing, let's see how it goes. It's fine for some people, but I believe for me,
I
don't think that's necessary. If you meet me in 6 months, is it okay to know me if we are intentional? No, like I said, we having these conversations mean that we are intentional. We know what we want. So when we have conversations, we're having conversations in line to those. When we are planning in line to what we have already agreed to do. If it doesn't work, that's fine. But let us start from the beginning with a proper plan and direction. Specify what you want. In 6 months, we already know the basic things we need to know. Every other thing, even after 10 years, people
I'll
break
find
up
man for you,
one
so
year.
I'll attend wedding very soon.
Even after 10 years, people used to break up wedding nights.
Yeah.
They date for 10 years and they break up 1 year later.
That's the problem. You know you're dating this person for 10 years. So just forget about it. Problem already there. As long as you dated for 10 years.
Exactly.
Unless it was when you started dating when you were 15.
When
and
you were
25, you're
15
getting married.
years,
If you're
right?
21 years old, even get married. And she started
Imagine
dating
you're
when she was
21 and you now
21.
dated someone for 10 years. That means you're 31 by the time you guys are getting married. It's fine, no, but I believe that time that you guys have spent is enough time for you to build trauma. You already have memories that make you doubt him. You already have memories that make you feel like he's not worth it, but you just want to
Yeah,
go on because you spent so
she
much
settled
time.
for less. She actually said she settled for less. And I think that's what bruising his ego more. That she
After a
insulted
long
him, there
period
was
of time,
disrespect.
after a too long
Yeah.
period of dating, people just settle because they've been together for a long time. Not necessarily because they still feel the
I
love.
cannot give up now. That mentality.
And I think
I've
that's
gone too
not
far
where
to
we
give
should
up.
get to, because that's the feeling marriage brings. Because when you are in marriage, you begin to see things that you didn't see before.
Yeah.
But at that point, you are with the mindset of let's fight it, let's find a way to get better.
Yeah.
But in a relationship, you are thinking, let me find my way out. So imagine having marriage problem in relationship. Definitely, you guys will just have a traumatic experience. But if it's in marriage and the both of you have a goal that divorce is not an option except violence is involved, you'll find a way to work it out.
Okay, yeah. I don't think she would come back to him. Honestly,
She
she would
shouldn't,
not.
please.
You miss her. She will miss you, obviously.
You just
but
missed a
there's no
good
point
woman.
going back together.
Facebook post for that matter.
And she will obviously
How
meet
you date
someone
someone
now,
for
like
7 years
1
and
year.
you know?
Maybe you will see her now 1 year later. She's already planning her
And
marriage.
do you know the funny thing? Men, I'm not generalizing, but most times men like this are the ones who meet a lady and get married to her in 6 months. Like,
once they know they want to get married to
they
somebody,
will
they
will
will do
get
it quickly.
married.
They
As
don't even
in,
know you. 3
exactly.
months.
That's why I say.
they
That's
propose
why
to
I
you.
say I don't want that timeline of many years is really not my thing.
That's the
Because
thing
I've seen men
noticed.
who will be with a lady and then they'll say they are building, they are growing. 7 years has passed, but they will break up the relationship in 1 year. You just see wedding poster.
That's what I told
So
somebody.
what
that
about
once
your
you
mindset
see,
of wanting to grow with the
once you
person?
see a man that wants to get married, he does not care. 3 months later, he's married.
Right.
How
I
do
think
you
it's
guys
women that
it?
do a lot of selection. Men just know what they want, and when they see it and they are ready, they go
No,
ahead.
sometimes it's not even what they want. Sometimes it's, I'm ready
What
for
is
marriage.
available? Yes.
Let me see if Choma is ready to get married.
Exactly. I used to know her. She's a good girl.
She's a
We
good
can
girl.
work things
Yeah, I
out.
know her
Let's just
family.
get married. Oh God.
It's mind-boggling.
Really. So let's go to the next one. Am I the asshole for being overly accommodating to my new co-worker? Hello, this is my first post, so bear with me. I am 26 male. I am currently a UX designer for Vineyard, and I have a meeting tomorrow with HR that seems serious, and I'm incredibly nervous about it. I am looking to ease my anxiety. We recently had a new project manager join my vertical. She is a Kenyan immigrant in her early 40s. She's great. She's unproblematic, quiet, and professional, which has made her a great addition to the team. Initially, I and her were in good graces, but it seems she has filed some kind of report about me to HR, which we will be discussing in the previous mentioned meeting tomorrow. I have been very kind to her and done a lot to try to contribute to a comfortable environment for her. I ask her how she is doing every day, and I constantly ask her if she needs any help. When I talk to her, I try to match her accent and nomenclature so she has a better understanding of what I am saying. I walk by her desk pretty often throughout the day, and I always make it a point to make appropriate small talks with her. As time went on, her response have gotten shorter and shorter. In order to be more accommodating, I have asked her questions that are more inquisitive about her as a person. I read a book recently called How to Make Friends and Influence People, and it talked about how people enjoy talking about themselves and that you should listen more than you talk. So I have asked her questions about herself, like what part of Kenya and tribe she is from. What does she like about the city? if she has any kids, where can I get the best fufu, and if she likes soccer or any other sports. Even with all this courtesy and accommodation, she still has been becoming disengaged with my inquiries and almost standoffish. There have been no real verbal conflicts between her and I, and this has kind of caught me off guard. I think there is a good chance that she's just introverted and is bothered by my extroverted nature, which I am happy to tone down for her. I am having trouble sleeping over this and would really like to know if I am the asshole.
She's giving stalker vibes.
Actually, he
I
is.
think I would not want someone. I just moved to a company. Somebody is constantly walking by my desk just to ask me questions.
I think she's trying to be professional, and if you have experience in the workspace, you know that's the best attitude to give when you join a new
Yeah, the woman
department.
is 40 years old and she's mature enough to know, okay, I want to get work done. She's
Yes, I don't
mature
want
enough to be in a
distractions.
workspace to know that your colleagues are not your friends.
Yeah, actually, she doesn't want that friendship, and maybe she could be an extra introvert that just feel this is completely unnecessary.
And the woman says she's trying to copy her accent when she talks to her. So,
So
like,
she's
the man
like,
cannot be,
please, I don't like your
"Please, I don't like
vibe.
your vibe. I'm copying you now."
Exactly.
It's
So
irritating.
it's like, please, I don't like your vibe. Just leave me alone. Mind your
Exactly.
business. Let me mind
Is it
mine.
because I'm new here, you're acting all this way about.
And the truth is, there are some people, especially the bad ones in companies, yeah, they are the ones who will be the first to want to make friends with you, and they are not always the best, right? You see,
Start sharing office
the
gossip.
top performing, exactly, the top performing staff will barely or rarely do that. It's those ones who are not performing well, those ones who constantly have issues. They are the ones who make those friends because they want to have gist. So maybe she has so much experience to know better.
There's something weird about nice people. So I don't like people that are overly nice.
Overly
It's irritating.
nice. It's actually
Like,
very irritating.
I would know that behind that niceness,
There's
there's
a motive.
something behind it. Like, you cannot just be painfully nice.
I think if you want
nice.
to be nice, you look for the best situation to be nice.
Yes.
Maybe she comes to you and asks for your help. That's the best time to be nice. But someone is on her own decks, minding her own business, and you're
Where
coming,
are you from,
engaging
Kenya?
small talks. I hate small talks personally. And if you're passing by my decks, office is where I am very serious and working. Pass by my decks the first time, you have a small chat, I will engage you. But for the second time, I would completely ignore you. Maybe just say hello.
I cannot work in a very standoffish office.
That's actually how I work.
The places I worked at, I think the first place I worked at, they used to say, you see, because it was raining, you spent more time at home before coming to work. I mean, they do something.
Yeah, okay, that kind of place.
In an environment like that.
But I can't work in that kind of environment. I'll feel irritated.
I thrive.
I love the structure and seriousness. I just come sit down.
If you had met me now at the Kenyan woman in that office, it's fine. I'll cross my leg. I'll never walk.
But me, I really will not entertain you. I'll just say hi, maybe the first time, because I want to make you know that you're welcomed. I will engage you. But after the first chit chat, please don't even say my name.
And she should have noticed with the shorter responses. So I think
it's
more about
she
you
just
keeping
feels
your
weird.
distance from her, and not you can be
not by
extroverted,
force.
but it's not everyone that likes that. Okay?
And please, little tips: people in your workplace are not your friends. Don't mess up your corporate life.
Your family. If your company tell you we are family, say, "Oh God, no."
You can have cordial but professional relationships with them, but they're not your friends.
Just brief laugh, like ha ha ha. Let's not pass 5 times.
Ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha.
ha ha.
Not allowed.
It was serious. Okay, I think we are come to the end of today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you had an awesome time listening to all the stories and we are sharing, and I hope you learned from people's experiences as well.
And we hope you can share your own experience. You can send us your own stories. You can comment. Tell us if you are like this type of coworker that always yaps. I don't mean yap.
Oh yeah, like me.
Oh yeah. So if you like a cooked up work environment where it's structured, it's professional, everyone minds their business, or you like those type of things, people that get into your personal business at work. Because I like those type of people that can gist it, but she likes the structured professional work setting. So let's know what kind of person you are. Let's submit those stories. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere you find our name. Go and search our name on Google Anyway, you find
Truth
our
and
name,
Takes
you follow us.
podcast.
And then you can always send a DM to get your own merchandise. Be the first person to get yours. My family members have gotten yours, so you're not technically the first.
Aww.
And Favor has hers, and that my friend. But you can also get yours.
And if you would like to get a shout out on our page, please, you can always reach out. Let's give you a shout out for your birthday
Or anything. Or your wedding.
or your
Or
wedding. Yeah, as long as you're a
saying
follower.
or saying F you to somebody that deserves F you said
But
to.
you have to share the story.
Yes, I will help you say F you Tunde. Somebody message us. Yes, for
Yeah,
that
somebody
Tunde
responded
story.
to
Sorry,
today's story.
I say, oh, my name is Tunde. It's not all Tundes are like that.
I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry that you had a Tunde that spoiled your name.
But anyways, we'll say F you for you
Yep.
and any other thing you want us to say. So we'll give you a shout out and we'll do everything. And Favor can even come and MC your event.
Actually.